We have some breaking news. It's official. It's a boy for the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. All eyes in London were on that news. The news of the royal baby just been announced. And we're going to have that and more right here, right now on the News Hub. Good afternoon and welcome. I'm Simon Constable. Wall Street Journal London Bureau Chief Bruce Orwall joins us now from London. Bruce, huge day for Britain and the world.
Well, a huge day for the world's media, at least. You know, there's been a media encampment at St. Mary's Hospital where the birth took place at 4:24 p.m. this afternoon for, you know, at least 3 weeks now. It grew substantially today when news broke early this morning that Kate Middleton, the Duchess of Cambridge, had arrived in the early stages of labor. So we don't yet know. There's certainly a lot of interest in this around the world. There's a lot of interest in the United States, but definitely the reporters are getting a good workout.
No, they certainly are. Now, 8 pounds 6 ounces, and 4:24 local time, and the announcement was posted on a board by a very simple press release.
Well, it was, but they altered their plan a little bit after what happened this morning. You know, initially the plan was they were going to do this highly choreographed ritual where the first that anyone would know about this in the world was a press secretary to the royal family would walk out of the hospital with an announcement in their hand, get in one of the palace cars, drive to Buckingham Palace and post it up old-fashioned style on an easel that is put in front of the palace. But they changed that plan a little bit this afternoon when they decided to put out a press release first in advance of that, because the palace got scooped this morning on the news of the Duchess going into labor. There were 2 freelance photographers who reported on Twitter first that they had witnessed the Duke and Duchess arriving at the hospital this morning. So the palace scrambled at the last minute and tried to keep control of the story a little bit more as the birth neared.
Well, freelance photographers in the UK do have a reputation. Now, I understand that the Duke was present for the birth, and that the birth happened in the same place that he was born.
That's right. He was born in the same hospital at many media eons ago, 31 years ago, to, of course, Princess Diana.
Okay, and we don't know the name yet. When is that expected?
Well, if William is any guide, it could be a few days. I think his name was not announced for several days. There is a formal title that the little guy will have from the start, but we don't know what the name that goes along with it is. Of course, this being the UK, there are a lot of action at betting parlors about what the name will be. The favorite was for a girl's name, Alexandra, in most of the betting parlors, so that's clearly a loser. George at 6-1 at Paddy Power was the leading boy's name, so we'll see if that pans out.
And now this young man just coming into the world, he's third in line to the throne, and if it was a girl, it also would have been third in line to the throne, and that would have been a first because the constitution was changed for this purpose, right?
That's right. There was a new law that was passed that basically said that if they had had a girl, it couldn't be, she couldn't have been trumped by a younger brother, as had always been the case in the British monarchy. Of course, being Britain, there was a little controversy about that at the last minute because that law requires approval by all of these Commonwealth nations still, and apparently not all of them had signed off on it yet. It's a moot point now, but would have been interesting to see that new law get a workout.
Now, there's a pretty impressive crowd out there. It is around about 9 at night in the UK. It's the summer. It is a heat wave. People are going to be flocking. Do you think people will be taking the day off tomorrow to celebrate this?
Well, of course, the Brits love nothing more than an excuse for another bank holiday to be added to the calendar. But today it's a little bit hard to judge what the public interest in this is so far. Today, the crowd that was at Buckingham Palace this morning for the changing of the guard was substantially bigger than the crowd that is out there right now. I imagine a lot of people and tourists, locals and tourists both, will line up or pass by the front gates of the palace the next few days to see this easel with the birth
Okay.
announcement of it, and perhaps get a picture.
Okay, it's a fascinating spectacle. It's a great day. Thank you very much, Bruce Orwall of the Wall Street Journal. We appreciate your time.